siren go by. Yeah, we'll wait on him. We got siren going by anyway. Hi, how are you, Vanessa? Good morning.
This wind's gonna kill me now.
Absolutely.
Why do people do that?
Because they're firefighters. No.
Oh, was it fire?
Love those guys, though.
I thought it was just somebody.
That was just them saying hello. You know, cops and firefighters. Johnny, did I fix it right? Okay. Good morning. Well, so long story short, and I'll give you details. The situation is secure here at Wagner High School behind me. Nothing to be alarmed about at this point. This morning, the way this started out is two of our patrol deputies were out on patrol. They spotted a Kia and had some indicators that it may have been a stolen car. They turned around in traffic to try to catch up to that car, and it appears to have fled into the school campus, and at least one, possibly two suspects fled from that vehicle. Deputies began calling out a foot pursuit. We then started working with the school. The school was able to get well, my understanding is the campus was already locked, just as their standard procedures. The campus was locked already, so it wasn't like they had to go into a major lockdown. The school did a great job of starting to monitor the video, and pretty soon they were able to tell us that the people on video were actually seen running away from the campus. So we were able to get that information out, again, to try to calm the community down. Shortly thereafter, we were able to find that what we were dealing with was not just one, but two stolen Kias, both dumped here. So what it appears that is that the two vehicles were running in tandem. They were traveling together. A few minutes after that, we had three suspects that were spotted walking up to the school. They were identified as students, and what it appeared is that they may have been trying to assimilate back into the student body. We were able to detain those three suspects as they did fit the description of the folks being seen running from the car. They are all three students, but being that they fit the description, we were able to detain them. Shortly thereafter, we found some articles in the stolen cars that did belong to one of the three suspects that we had in custody. So at this point, these three are going to be facing charges at this point. Not sure exactly what charges, other than the two stolen cars and evading arrest. But it is possible that other charges may apply based upon what we may find in the vehicles. So at this point, we are continuing to maintain a heightened presence at the school. The school district, just in an abundance of caution, asked us to remain on scene while they go through their lunch. And so we've got deputies that will remain on campus, and we're on a common channel with the school district. Again, there's nothing to worry about, but we are just in an abundance of caution staying in the area to make sure that we have a visible presence out here. Esta mañana dos de nuestros oficiales estaban en patrulla cuando ellos vieron un carro marca Kia que ellos pensaban que era carro robado. Ellos intentaron parar ese carro cuando el carro huyó y entró aquí a la escuela. Cuando menos dos sospechosos huyeron a pie de ese carro. Despuésito de eso, los oficiales encontraron otro carro marca Kia también robado cerca de ese carro. Entonces nosotros sabíamos que estábamos buscando 2 o 3 sospechosos. Ya cuando estábamos en esa búsqueda, la policía del distrito escolar empezaron a ver el video de la escuela. Ellos nos dijeron que se aparenta que esos sospechosos huyeron no hacia la escuela, pero en otra dirección. Eso nos ayudó con saber dónde encontrar estos 3 sospechosos. Ya cuando estábamos en esa investigación, nosotros vimos 3 sospechosos que siguieron entrando a la escuela. Intentaron de entrar a la escuela. Ellos, siendo estudiantes, se aparenta que ellos querían entrar a la escuela, haciéndose como no había problemas con ellos. Pero nosotros los detenimos porque ellos se veían como los sospechosos. Ya después de eso nosotros encontramos artículos personales en el carro, en uno de los carros robados que pertenecía a uno de los sospechosos. Tenía el nombre de él en esos artículos personales. Entonces ahorita ya tenemos esos 3 sospechosos bajo arresto. Se van a enfrentar con varios cargos, pero ahorita no se sabe cuáles. Pero les puedo decir que todo aquí en la escuela está seguro. Nosotros estamos manteniendo cuando menos 2 o 3 oficiales de patrulla. Aquí se van a quedar en la escuela nomás para mantener la paz, pero les podemos decir al público que no hay peligro aquí en la escuela y vamos a seguir trabajando con el distrito escolar para asegurar eso. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. So I'm confused. So you saw they bailed out. There were 2.
Right.
They saw one running toward the apartment complex, and then you caught the 3 students. So was that one of the students, or was that just an isolated incident?
So we saw 2 bail out. The school district was able to tell us that based on what they saw on video, the 2 ran away from the school. So that told us, okay, we can concentrate our efforts on the outside, not on the inside. So as we were doing that, we observed 3, what we know now are students making their way toward the campus, walking as if nothing had happened, but at least one of them had cuts on his hands and mud on his rear end where it looked like he had been up to something. We were able to put 2 and 2 together rather quickly. We got them into custody, just detained them at that point, but then soon thereafter, one of our investigators that was actually searching the 2 stolen cars said, hey, we got a backpack here, and it's got a laptop, and it's got a student ID with X name on it. Well, X name was one of the guys wearing our handcuffs that we already had detained. So at that point, it was pretty much a no-brainer, and we were able to just go from detention to an arrest on those 3.
Do you know if the cars were stolen today or?
Well, yes, sir. At least one of them, the owner did not know that the car was stolen. When we ran the registration on one of these cars and we went to the house, and the owner basically stepped out and said, no, my car's right. No, it's not. And so we realized that pretty soon that his car had been stolen and it was here and accounted for. I don't know about any damage to the cars or if they may have been involved in something else, but this situation is certainly continuing to unfold. But what I can continue to state is that the school is safe and secure, but we're going to be out here with a heightened presence just to make sure of that.
Estaba diciendo que eran 2 carros robados que estaban juntos y uno de sus patrulleros los vio.
Parece que eran 2 carros robados que los 2 eran marca Kia y los 2 iban juntos. Nuestros oficiales vieron a uno y intentaron de parar eso, pero los 2 carros huyeron y aquí se quedaron en la escuela.
¿Podrías hablar un poquito de que estaba diciendo de los hechos de que uno se fue por un apartamento, otro y de la...
Sí, pues cuando menos 2 huyeron juntos y luego el otro, pero los 3 se juntaron y luego de eso, después de eso, ellos intentaron entrar a la escuela. Siendo estudiantes, ellos nomás iban a actuar normal y que ellos pensaban que iban a solamente entrar a la escuela, pero la escuela ya estaba trancada las puertas. Cuando menos uno de estos sospechosos se sabe que vino a la escuela esta mañana. Uno de los administradores lo vio esta mañana, pero ya no estaba en las primeras 2 clases. Entonces eso nos quiere decir a nosotros que vino a la escuela, se fue, hizo sus daños y luego ya intentó entrar para atrás. What we know about at least one of these suspects is that the school administrators said that they did see him prior to classes starting. So he did come to school. He was absent from first and second period, obviously, and that's when we believe that these thefts occurred. And then they tried to just slide back into the school, not knowing that the school had already been locked. So at that point, the school was not going to let anybody in at that point, which made it that much easier for us to detain them before they tried to assimilate back into the student body.
¿Podrías decir un poquito sobre lo del laptop que encontraste con el nombre?
Sí, después, go ahead. Oh, ok, esa pregunta. Sí, cuando los oficiales estaban deteniendo a estos 3 sospechosos, uno de los detectives que estaba procesando los carros, él vio una mochila que estaba dentro del carro con una computadora, laptop y una identificación, una tarjeta de identificación de la escuela. Esa tarjeta tenía el nombre de uno de los sospechosos que nosotros teníamos detenidos. Entonces ya con eso logramos arrestar a los 3 y ahí los tenemos bajo custodia.
And Sheriff, first of all, a couple really short questions.
Sure.
Was anything else found in the car? Drugs, guns?
At this point, I don't know. They were just starting to process as we came this way. Quite frankly, we're heading to Austin after this, and so I'm heading out there to testify on a separate matter. So I don't know what was found, but certainly here, as soon as they update us, we'll update you guys to let you know that. I don't know. They're just young teens, so I'll have to get you specifics on that as well. Él tenía cortadas en las manos y tenía soquete en los pantalones, pero entonces eso nos quiere decir a nosotros que él estaba corriendo de nosotros ya cuando íbamos en la búsqueda.
Y en cierre, nosotros, que era otro caso, o era revelado lo mismo de los dos chavos que se fueron para un apartamento complejo.
Este es el mismo caso. Ellos fueron. Yes, ma'am. Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, this is a trend that we see. This issue with stolen Kias. I mean, stolen cars absolutely are not uncommon, but stolen Kias are something that we're seeing with much more frequency. Part of it is because of this idiotic TikTok challenge that they had come out about stealing Kias. They demonstrated how easy it is. Quite frankly, it is pretty easy, and so we're constantly putting out reminders. Last Saturday, I was on the way to work on a Saturday morning, and I saw a Kia minivan parked on the side of the road. Looked like it had been abandoned. I ran the plate. It came back stolen, and we recovered it. So I used that as an opportunity to just put out a reminder. I won't go too much into the tactics that are being used, but it's on YouTube for all the world to see. Anybody that wants to learn how to do it. And so we're asking all vehicle owners, not just those that are Kia owners, to just as much crime prevention measures as you can take to prevent the theft of your car, the better. We know that with regard to Kia, some of the dealers are they've got to upgrade from the manufacturer on certain makes and models. Take advantage of that, but get all the anti-theft devices you can get, an alarm, starter kill, steering wheel locks, anything that you can do. If you can park it in your garage, great. That's best. That's the best bet. But if you can't, then at least put it somewhere like in the driveway where you can put lights on it. The more that you can do to make it unappealing to thieves, the better. Sí, esto se trata de algo que salió en las redes sociales hace unos el año pasado, donde simplemente una de esas redes les enseñó cómo robarse carros a los jóvenes, y es lo que están haciendo ahorita. Desafortunadamente ya sabemos que hay muchos carros robados en este condado, pero también con esa información que salió en las redes, esta marca de Kia son bien fáciles para entrar y robarse. Entonces es lo que estamos viendo. Pero tenemos aviso para los dueños de estos carros que tienen que hacer todo lo posible para prevenir que sean robados sus carros, alarmas, algo para matar el carro si alguien lo prende ilegalmente. Tienen máquinas para que les puedan poner a la guía para que no puedan voltear el carro. Hay varias cosas que se pueden hacer, y yo les urjo a todos que hagan todo lo posible. Si pueden estacionar el carro en el garaje por la noche, es mejor. Si no, cuando menos enfrente de la casa, en vez de en la calle, es mejor también. Pero también para los padres es importante que sepan que si no saben dónde están los hijos, también es importante para recordarles a los padres que esto es una felonía, que los jóvenes estén en carros robados. Entonces hay muchas complicaciones que pueden resultar de eso. Este juego que estos jóvenes están jugando es un juego de mucho peligro. Se pueden meter en problemas, andan asustando a la gente, los estudiantes en las escuelas. Mira todo el borlote que causaron solamente por andar actuando como criminales. Y estos tres jóvenes, no sé las historias criminales de ellos, pero ya se van a enfrentar con cargos de felonía, y son problemas que sus familias de ellos no necesitan. I didn't get to say that to you guys in English, but what I can tell you is this is also a reminder to parents that they need to be aware of what their kids are up to and what they're doing. These parents here, I have no doubt they intended to send their kids to school, at least one of them went to school, but he didn't stay. So if you got to put a cell phone tracker on your kids at some point, you know, you may have to just do that. Because look, I don't know what these criminal history of these kids are, but now they're facing several felony charges. And it's completely unnecessary. It's just stupidity is what it is. And I hate to say it, but it's causing heartache for their parents. Look at all the trouble that they caused. They caused a school lockdown. They've got traffic snarled up in front of the school. And it's all just for the sake of a dare from social media. I can't think of a more stupid reason to do that. So, you know, I know those are very strong words to use, but I'm pretty adamant about this, that this is just causing a lot more problems than it's worth for an internet dare. Mira, ellos puede ser, es algo muy peligroso. Ellos están poniendo a riesgo todo el público, su bienestar de ellos también, pero a nuestros oficiales. Y nuestros oficiales, si ellos ven algo que los hace sentir como que ellos están amenazados, también van a tomar acciones ellos. Entonces es un juego de mucho peligro para estos jóvenes, que ellos cuando menos no se sabe si lo entienden, pero los padres también tienen que entender que estos problemas son algo muy peligroso para todos. Mira, pueden causar un choque, pueden causar la muerte de una persona, y si algo así pasa, es posible que estos jóvenes, por su estupidez, vayan a causar la muerte de alguna persona inocente y se van a enfrentar con cargos de homicidio. Y por eso les digo que no nomás se trata del carro o los artículos personales, pero están poniendo a riesgo todo el público, y es algo que nosotros no podemos tolerar.
Y hablando de esencial para mí, ¿me podías hablar un poquito de cuando llegaron a la víctima del carro y que realmente ni sabía que estaba el carro robado?
Sí, es algo, nosotros ya cuando vimos señales, evidencia que el carro era robado, pero todavía no estaba en el sistema como robado, nosotros fuimos para la casa, checamos las placas, fuimos para la casa donde está registrado el carro, encontramos el dueño y él ni sabía que su carro estaba robado. Entonces para nosotros, afortunadamente, lo reunamos con su carro, pero él ni sabía que estaba robado todavía.
Just to clarify, so both cars were stolen and they were both being occupied by students?
Yes, at this point we believe the 3 that we have in custody, 2 were in one car and 1 was in the other. Not sure what their overall intent was, but maybe they were just going to come back to school in stolen cars and show off the fact that they had stolen cars. I don't know. I can't even begin to put myself in their thought process.
But I guess they were just stolen from the neighborhood.
Yeah, stolen not too far from here. Both of them were stolen very close to here.
All right, I don't want to cause a wreck. All right, that works for me.
Not sure what's going on over there, Johnny.
Onlookers.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I've been holding your mics the whole time, guys. Your stuff is safe with me.
Thank you.
Yeah.